right, so let's just start with some sweeping toe taps. So we're gonna go heel down, toe up, arms come up, sweep the toe, and then you're alternating sides. Big sweep, thinking hinging from the hips, flat back. One more. All right, we're just gonna stand in place, coming out and around with those hips. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Good little Easter festivity yesterday. Okay, we're switching directions, coming out to in. Okay, single leg tap. So you're kicking. Hi, Joe. And then ankle grabs or butt kickers. All right, we're just gonna jog in place. Shake out those arms a little bit. We're gonna move to jumping jacks. Make sure you step these out if you need to. Back to jog in place. Side shuffle. Can it just be one step or two steps? Let's go one more. All right, let's just do nice big hugs. Hi, Stephanie. And then wide feet, we're just gonna slide it down for a side stretch. Back up, same side. Try to reach that arm way up across the body. One more big exhale as you reach. Other side. One more. Okay, hands behind the head for straddle good morning. So pushing your hips back, chest falls. Hamstring glute activation, then glute on the way up. Hamstring on the way down. So making sure that back stays flat and long. Big squeeze. One more. Okay, so for today, we're just gonna do a lot of progression rounds. So we're kind of gonna do 4 exercises, and we're gonna repeat those 4 exercises, but with a little bit of progression. So if you ever need to, you could just stay at the progression that we did the round before. So we're gonna start, this is all time 30 seconds. So I'll just time for you guys, and we're just gonna start with air squats. So no weight, just warming up a little bit. So feet are hip width, toes out slightly if you need to, making sure as we squat, chest stays tall, butt drops, knees press out. Okay, ready? 30 seconds, nice and easy. Just kind of think of it more as our warm up. Always pulling the ground apart with your feet to get tension in those glutes. Don't forget to squeeze your butt at the top. Big squeeze. Nice and easy. 10 more seconds. And rest. We're down in plank. You can elevate your hands on a step or your couch. So either start on your knees or your toes, wider feet, and we're gonna tap that opposite shoulder. So plank taps, 30 seconds, and go. Again, maybe those knees, I'm trying to not let my hips move, squeezing my glutes, long neck, belly buttons in. Really focus on keeping the core engaged. And the slower you tap, the harder it is. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're flipping over on our back. We're just gonna do regular bridges. So feet are bent, feet are flat, knees are bent. Push the low back into the ground first, trying to maintain that tight core and squeezing those hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Okay, we're trying to avoid this rounded or arched low back. So keep that core tight, like you're holding a crunch. Activate those glutes at the top. Full extension. 3, 2, 1, and rest. And last one is just going to be a 90-degree crunch. So 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knees, hands behind the head or across the chest, and we're lifting our chin up to the sky. Ready? Go. So even though I'm lifting my chin up, I'm focusing on chest off the ground, not just your chin, lifting the shoulders up, elbows nice and wide, no pulling on your neck. I like to just go fingertips behind the ears. Three, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we're starting from the top, back to squats. This time, we're gonna add weight. So if you have your weight, we're gonna do weighted squats. Maybe you pick up the pace a little bit. Maybe you go a little deeper. 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Butt down, chest tall, knees out. Knees track the toes wherever they are. Active glutes on the way up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Weight down. We're back to our plank. We're gonna do plank tees. So if you're in a plank on your knees, you're opening to side plank, either on the knees, or you can come up to one knee. If you're on your toes, we're just going side to side. Ready, set, go. You can also do these on your elbow if you want to drop and get off your wrists. Trying to stack your hips and shoulders to the side. Trying to keep those hips nice and elevated. Don't let them sag when you come back to the center. And time. Okay, go ahead and grab your step, something to elevate your feet on. You could scooch over to the wall also. We're just gonna do an elevated bridge this time. Same position, but your feet are up. Okay, low back's pushed down tight. We're lifting our hips up. Ready, set, go. Squeeze the glute at the top. Ten more seconds. 2, 1, time. Okay, we're on a half sit-up. So I'm just coming up a little bit higher than last time, but my feet are gonna be on the ground. 30 seconds. If you need to use momentum, you can use those arms. Go. Trying to get that whole torso up just a little bit. So a little slower than a crunch. Remember, use momentum if you need it. Kind of shoot your hands up. 2, 1, rest. Okay, this time for squats, we're doing squat jumps. So you're gonna go down in your normal squat, and we're gonna add just that little hop at the top, or you could try to get higher than that. 30 seconds, ready, set, go. Nice full squat first. As you go down and come up out of your squat, really watch those knees. Don't let them collapse. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Okay, we're on push-up to side plank. We're doing a push-up to punch. So, push-up position, you're gonna drop, punch. Alternating sides every push-up. Knees, toes, elevated surface. Ready, set, go. Full push-up, squeeze, punch. Push-up, squeeze, punch. So trying again to not allow our hips to rotate on that punch. Core is super tight. And time. Okay, we're gonna go single leg bridge. So just back on the ground, no elevated surface. One leg can be straight up or bent, 90 degrees. We'll do both legs for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Make sure that core stays tight. So it's not about necessarily lifting your hips up as high as they can. We're lifting up to activate the glute and keep that core tight. Five seconds, we'll switch sides. Switch sides right into it. Good, we've got 15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, now we're gonna go into sit-ups. Again, I like to have my heels down and my toes up. You can use momentum or not. Cross your hands over. 30 seconds and go. If you're not quite yet at a sit-up, just go ahead and do as far up as you can. If you have something to tuck your feet under, that's going to make it easier also. Like if you're near a couch. Rest. All right. Last round, so this is our most progressed level. I'm going to grab my weight, and this is called a quarter squat jump. So I'm going to go down like I'm in my squat, but just a quarter of the way, and then I add that hop. So you're focusing on that landing and the takeoff. If you're not a jumper, you could just go back to weighted squats. Maybe add speed and not go as deep. Ready, set, go. Quarter squat jumps. Always remembering to shoot those hips back. Keeping that core neutral. gonna be back down for push-up. This time we're gonna do a push-up to a plank up down. So you'll go push-up, drop to your elbows, push to your hands. Push-up, drop. Ready, set, go. Knees, toes, elevate your arms. 10 more seconds. Time. Okay. Now we're going to grab our elevated surface again. For elevated bridges, we're doing a single leg. And if you want to add weight, you can add weight to your hips. So we're going to be 1 foot on, 1 foot elevated. If you have weight, you can go on your hips. 30 seconds each side. Ready, set, go. Nice bent knee. Drive through that heel. Core is tight. Almost there. Okay, switch sides. Keep going right into it. Nice. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, time. Okay, we're back to our sit-up. So, couple options. 1, arms up to the ceiling for overhead sit-ups. 2, straight leg overhead sit-ups, or you can add a weight. Those arms just stay up to the ceiling the whole time. Last 30 seconds, we'll take a little break. Ready, set, go. Arms are always up. This can also be done in a crunch, overhead crunch. Few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, first round done. Let's grab a little water. So before we move to our next round of progressions, we're gonna do a little cardio core. So you're gonna want your weight next to you. If you have a medicine ball handy or any ball, soccer ball, whatever, you can have that out also. I'm gonna use my med ball because I have it, but you don't need it. Any other weight will work, or no weight at all. Okay, so we're gonna go 30-second toe taps. So you're gonna tap, tap, tap. 30-second ball slam. So straight down, pick it up. If you don't have something like that to slam, you're just gonna grab your weight, reach down, push it up to the sky. Okay, so ground to overhead, and then we'll sit it down for 30 seconds of Russian twists. Okay, starting with toe taps. Ready? 30 seconds again, set, go. You can go fast, you can just step these out. But whatever you're doing, try to get your heart rate up. Halfway. Three, two, one. Right into ball slams or ground to overhead. Or just reach down to the ground and stand up. If you are slamming a ball, Slam that ball in between your feet. We want to keep that ball close to our body. And you got to squat down to pick it up. Okay, Russian twists. Last 30 seconds. You can have one foot up, both feet up, both feet down. You're leaning back, tall through the torso. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice little quickie there. Okay, we're gonna do another set, 4 rounds of progressions, different exercises completely. So we're gonna start with a Romanian deadlift. So if you have a heavier weight, go ahead and grab it. If not, just use the same one. So for your RDL, okay, I always suggest picking your weight up in a proper deadlift anyway. So we're gonna reach down, grab that weight, stand up tall with it. Shoulders are back, tight core, flat low back. That core is tight, like you're holding a crunch. Okay, we're gonna send our hips back as far as we can while we drop our chest. And I'm gonna stop when my wrists hit my knees. I squeeze my butt up real tight. Okay, ready? Don't worry about speed right now. And go. Reach, reach, reach back with those hips. Glutes on the way up. If you're not feeling a hamstring stretch, push back further. Push your hips back. So my knees almost even go back behind my ankles. We're just trying to engage those hamstrings. Long through the back and neck, and glute activation to stand. 2, 1, rest. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys to grab a band. If you have a band, grab it. If you don't, that's okay. We're gonna do bent flies. I gotta grab my band. So if you have that band, we're doing pull aparts. If you don't have a band, you're gonna grab your light weights, and we're gonna do flies. So focus is the posterior shoulder and back. So whatever you have, we're here for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Shoulders are down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try to not shrug your shoulders to your ears. Keep them pulled down away from the ears. Couple more seconds. And time. All right, we're on our back. We're gonna do bicycle crunches. So 2 options here. Again, this is our beginner progression. You can have your knees on with a nice little crunch or a quick rotation. Ready, set, go. Shoulder comes off the ground. You're not just bringing your elbow to your knee. Shoulder comes up. Trying to get your armpit to that knee. Neutral head if you can. So the chin off the chest. Always just look up to the ceiling. Three, 2, 1, rest. Okay, flipping over for plank. We're just gonna do a nice plank hold. All right? So, elbows or hands, whatever you want. Tuck your pelvis under, squeeze that butt. Ready, go. You could be up on your toes. You can have one leg elevated. Remember, this is our first progression, so don't get too crazy too fast. Hands are in those 11 position, shoulders over elbows. Booty squeezed, no high hips, no sagging hips. Nice flat line from the top of the head to the feet. And 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. Okay, back to the top. This time we're gonna do full deadlift. So we're gonna go to the ground. So I'm gonna add 2 weights. That's just me. You do what you need to do. Okay, those weights are gonna be, again, in between your feet. Okay, find that good position that's supported. Pretend like you're dragging it against your shins. Same positioning, but now we're gonna have to bend our knees a little bit more so we can get those weights all the way to the ground. Ready, set, go. Core is tight, glute squeeze at the top. You're still pushing your hips back, chest drops, but remember our knees are nice and soft. We're not allowing our chest to drop below our hips. Activate those hamstrings, glutes on the way up. Core is super tight the whole time. Keeping that neutral spine. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, now we're on bent over rows. So if you have those 2 weights, go ahead and grab them. We're gonna be in that bent over position. Soft knees, arms just kind of dangle, and rowing up to those armpits. 30 seconds, ready, and go. Trying to pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Flat back, long neck. Drive those elbows up to the sky. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're back on the ground for yogi bicycles. So this time, one leg goes long, kind of slower, or you could have the leg straight the whole time. Okay, ready, set, go. Low back stays flat, shoulder comes up. I'm trying to not let my heel touch the ground. We're almost there. 5, and 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, plank. This time we're gonna do a swivel, or hip swivel side to side. So I'm kind of like I'm dropping one hip towards the ground and then the other hip. So you can do it on your knees or those toes. Ready, set, go. Shoulders stay nice and stable. So make sure you're not collapsed with the shoulder blades. Trying to keep your weight equally on both elbows. 10 more seconds here. And rest. Sweet. Okay, we're going back to the top. So this time we're gonna do a split deadlift. So it's gonna be a right side and then a left side. So split deadlift, you have one foot behind you, heel is elevated. Okay, the same positioning again. This is gonna be back to like our RDL, the first one we did. So heel is elevated, toes down. Same position, core is tight, shoulders back. We're hinging, going to about our knee and squeezing. So you're gonna feel it on a stationary leg down. 30 seconds each leg. Ready, set, go. Hips go back, chest drops. Squeeze that glute. Making sure you get full extension at the top, which means hips and knee. Make sure that weight is close to your body. Should be straight down. Hold your core like you're holding a crunch. Got 5 more seconds. Okay, switch legs, same thing. Go ahead right into it. Front leg is straight. Your foot straight, I mean. Knee is soft. Reaching back. Nice little split stance. Hamstring, glute. You're getting yourself up by pushing your hip forward not by peeling your back up. Let's go one more, and rest. Okay, we're gonna do an unsupported row. So we're gonna do bent over, but one arm. My other arm doesn't touch my body. So I'm unsupported, not hand on the thigh. You can also alternate arms if you want to. I'm gonna pick one side. I'll tell you when to switch. Ready, set, go. Your other arm is just that lever straight down, focusing on tight core and no rotation through the shoulders. So I'm not twisting, no twisting. Anti-rotation. If this is a little too much on your back, go ahead and use support. Okay, switch sides, keep going, same thing, other arm. Good job. Ten seconds left, drive that elbow up to the sky. And time. Okay, we are down for bicycles. Now we're gonna do a bicycle sit-up. So a couple options here. First option, your arms out, and I'm going to push off my elbow to come up to my bicycle at a sit-up position. Or no arms, as far as you're not helping yourself up. Okay, 30 seconds, ready, set, go. And time. All right, plank. Okay, so we're gonna do a plank on our elbows to a dolphin walk up. So you're on your elbows, and I'm going to walk my feet up, and then back out to plank. Okay, rest whenever you need to. Do one, knees down. 30 seconds, ready, set, go. Hit that flat plank, squeeze the glute before you walk it back up. My shoulders stay over my elbows. Five seconds. And time. Okay. Yay, one more round. All right, so this time we're gonna do single leg deadlift with your foot floating off the ground. So instead of that leg stays down, we're gonna go into our tippy birds, I like to call it. Back is long, leg comes up, or you could have that leg bent. Okay, we'll do one side and then the other. All right, grab your weights. Ready, set, go. Remember, those weights stay close to your body. If you ever need to, go ahead and put that foot down to reset. Same idea, shoulders stay above the hips. Back is flat, neck is long. Squeeze the glute to help you get up. Okay, switching sides. Most of us have one side's better at balancing the other. Mine is definitely my left. Let's go one more. And time. Okay, now we're gonna go down for a plank row. So I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, because that's what helps me. So 2 options. First option, hands on your dumbbells, alternating sides. Option 2, hands are off the dumbbells, and you just grab them each time you row. Alternating hands, 30 seconds total. Ready, set, go. It helps to have wider feet. Drive that elbow back, squeeze the glutes. Remember, you can be down on your knees, just alternating. You're just gonna grab it and row. Glutes are nice and tight. Almost there. And time. Okay, we're back to our bicycle style. So this time, we're gonna have one arm up. We're gonna sit up, and at the top, we drive. So it's just a little more slow and controlled. Okay, ready, set, go. So again, we're gonna try not to use momentum. Nice little bicycle right at the end with that twist. Time. Okay, last plank position, plank to power stance. So we start in our plank. You're gonna have your wrists a little bit more underneath you. We're gonna sit our hips back towards our heels and push to plank. This is our last one, it's a quad burner. Let's get it on. Ready, set, go. Sit back, push. Sit back, push. I like to really try to power out of that position. Like I'm starting to sprint or jump. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work, guys. Let's just stand it up. Grab your little water. And we're just gonna start in a quad stretch. So either grabbing that ankle or you can put that foot on the wall. Just gonna do that for a sec while we get my water. So I like to do progression workouts just to show you how many variations of things there are. And you can scale and progress pretty much anything. Okay, switch legs. Especially to help you warm up a little bit, learn the basics, start easy, and just add that complexity or weight or single leg work as you go. And you can always take a step back. Okay, wide feet. We're just gonna drop our body down the center. Once you get there, you kind of hitch your right hip up, hitch your left hip up. So we're kind of working on those inner thighs, as well as a nice little back stretch. Okay, walk your hands all the way to the right foot, and we're gonna add that rotation. Could also be up, you don't have to reach the ground. Slowly bring your arm down, walk it to the other side. Bring your arms down, walk it back to center, roll it up slowly. Okay, you're gonna grab a wall or a post or a doorway. Okay, for a chest stretch, so you're gonna have one arm on the wall, and you're just gonna rotate your body away from that arm. If you want to get into your forearm and wrist a little bit, have a flat hand against the wall, your palm included. Push that chest up. It'll open up your bicep, your forearm. If you want to karate chop it, it'll get more of your pec. Hope you guys are feeling good. Start to your Monday. I guess it's probably midday for most of you, mid-morning. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Thank you as always for joining. Then we're going to go both hands on the wall, step back, push your chest down to the ground. Let me do this here. See, chest goes down, kind of sink right, sink left. And go ahead and roll it on up. Great, we're all done. Thank you again for joining.